Race one of the MXGP of Thailand burst into life as the MX2 riders charged down the straight, and it was Jeffrey Hurlings on the Red Bull KTM who grabbed that foxhole shot. Behind him was Tim Geiser, Dylan Ferrandis and Paul Jonas with a good start from the number 6 of Benoit Paturel. Ferrandis and Geiser battled over second. Ferrandis thought he'd nailed that second position, but Geiser came charging back. All the while behind them, the number 3 of Julian Lieber on the standing construct Yamaha found his way into fourth and was challenging for that second place with Geiser and Ferrandis. He eventually got into third and then made this big mistake, which allowed Geiser a way back through into third position. Julian Lieber would not finish the race, but Jeffrey Hurlings at the head of the field was mercurial and went on to win comfortably from Ferrandis and Geiser. MXGP Race One, a great start for Ryan Villapoto on the Monster Energy Kawasaki. Commander Sal on the Suzuki alongside him, but Max Nagel just ran wide and took Cairoli out with him. That allowed Tyler Rattray on the 28 and DeSalle on the 25 to go through, but they banged bars in the next turn and Villapoto was through into the lead. Behind him was DeSalle, Rattray and Strybos on the 22 on the yellow Suzuki. But up front, the number 2 of Ryan Villapoto was putting the distance between himself and his rivals. Commander Sal leading the way there. This was a lucky escape for both Tyler Rattray and Gauthier Paulin. Paulin lost a few places in that exchange, but he would eventually come home in 7th. Rattray didn't lose a position, but he did there to Tony Cairoli, who then went through to finish in 5th place. Max Nagel was just ahead of him 4th, but this guy here, Roman Febvre on the Yamaha factory machine, had a great ride to finish in 3rd. But Ryan Villapoto, it was, though, who took the checkered flag to win his first ever MXGP race. He did it here in Race 1 in Thailand from Commander Sal. MX2 Race 2, and it was a massive hole shot for Jeffrey Hurlings, number 84. Once again, pulling the foxhole shot. Thomas Covington was almost there, but he dropped to 4th by the time he reached turn 2. Instead, it was Paul Jonas, Brian Borgers that rounded out the top 3. A little bit further down the order, Petr Petrov was having a hard charging ride. He eventually come home in 9th as he displaced the Latvian Robert Jonas. But once again, Jeffrey Hurlings, well, he survived that panic rev moment over the finish line jump as he led, once again, all 17 laps like he did in Race 1. In what was a shortened version, 5 minutes shorter due to the high temperatures here in Thailand. So Hurlings then was a dominant rider in Race 2. Paul Jonas came home 2nd. Julian Lieber picked himself up off the deck from Race 1 to come home in 3rd. Ferrandis was 4th. Covington was 5th. And for Jeffrey Hurlings, back-to-back Grand Prix victories in 2015. He wins the overall here. Jonas 2nd overall and Dylan Ferrandis 3rd. And the championship looked like this. 4 wins out of 4 so far for Hurlings. Ferrandis now moves up to 2nd. Jonas up to 3rd. And your podium there, the Red Bull KTM of Jeffrey Hurlings, his teammate Paul Jonas alongside him, Dylan Ferrandis, Monster Energy Kawasaki Racing Team, 3rd overall here in Thailand. Of course, Jeffrey Hurlings continues to lead as we go to round 3 in Argentina.
Jeffrey, congratulations. You've 4 back-to-back race wins, 2 consecutive GP wins. It's been emotional and it's been tough as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I got some food poisoning going on, I'm pretty sure. You know, made some mistakes with my food when I was here, but you know, obviously we won yesterday's qualifying moto and today both motos. You know, I just cruised. You know, I just did enough to win because I felt really sick after first moto. I had to puke and I just felt really terrible, and I even fainted. So second moto I took it easy, and you know, the heat was so tough against all riders. You know, even second motor, some riders didn't start because the heat was so bad, but we made it there and never could out Red Bull KTM Racing Team. Pit Byro, the man, always started believing in me, and my parents, my girlfriend, all my sponsors, thank you so much for being there, and hope to give you more of this.
MXGP Race 2, all eyes were on Ryan Villapoto. Didn't make the best of starts this time around. He got squeezed to the inside. Instead, it was Tony Cairoli who finished 5th in Race 1. He pulled the foxhole shot. DeSalle was with him, and so too Dean Ferris. Van Horbik was in there for a little while, 3 laps, but on lap 3, Villapoto found his way into 3rd and went after DeSalle. Just here in 2nd, and Tony Cairoli, the race leader. But as the race went on, Cairoli would start to pull out a gap. Dean Ferris was passed by Romain Fevre. That put Fevre into 5th place, around about lap 6. He would eventually come home in 4th. But Tony Cairoli on the Red Bull KTM was looking at picking up his first race win in 2015 after having a 3rd, 4th and a 5th in the first 3 races of the season. Clément de Sal, though, was fast becoming the most consistent rider as he was circulating in 2nd position. That was where he would finish behind Tony Cairoli, who took victory in race 2. So Cairoli then happy to win his first race of the season. Clément de Sal will take over the lead in the championship. But Ryan Villopoto, who came home in 3rd on the Monster Energy Kawasaki, would win the overall Grand Prix here, round 2 in Thailand. So the overall then belonged to Ryan Villopoto, 45 points for him, Clément de Sal 44, and Cairoli 3rd on 41. But de Sal is the new championship leader. Cairoli goes to 2nd, Nagel drops to 3rd, Villopoto pops up into 4th place. So Ryan Villopoto, Monster Energy Kawasaki Racing Team, stands on the top step of the podium here. MXGP of Thailand, round 2 of the Motocross World Championship. Clément de Sal, 2nd overall for Rockstar Energy Suzuki. And Tony Cairoli, 3rd overall for Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. And for Clément de Sal, of course, he now leads the championship. 4 2nd-place finishes in the first 4 races. Ensures he will take the red plate to round 3 in Argentina.
Ryan, congratulations. You've won the GP of Thailand. I know that was your plan. Tell us, just, you said after qualifying that you didn't want to push so hard. Was that the case today?
You know, it was a tough day for all of us. So, you know, getting the win, the first moto was good. It was hot. You know, didn't get the start that I wanted to the second moto. Tony got the whole shot, and Clement was there in second. I actually got shuffled back the first couple corners, so I had to do a little bit of work in the beginning, but those guys rode really good today. And you know, for me, with the way it was, you know, just finishing consistent on the box, you know, is what we need to do. It's very early on in the season now, so consistency and podiums and preferably wins is what we want to do. But you know, today was solid.